They are doing this to the Meepo Mini 3 Max too? Why? And it did feel a tiny bit more obvious in the Meepo Mini 3 Max compared to the longer Meepo V3 Max, as the 2mm tilt was spread over a shorter length. But it didn't hurt the riding experience per se, it just... why? Meepo Mini 3 Max is the shortboard counterpart of the Meepo V3 Max. These two boards are setting the standard that other entry-level electric skateboards, that is, electric skateboards under $500, will be compared to. Not because using mismatched wheels is fashionable, but because 12S 3P boards for $500 is a super amazing deal. Let's run through the entire specs as usual. Meepo Mini 3 Max uses a 30-inch deck made from 8 layers of Canadian maple with 1 ply of bamboo veneer. It is a stiffer deck, and it has a deep U-shaped concave which helps with board control. The tail skid pad came pre-installed, something all reputable brands do now. The kicktail is very easy to engage. Some shortboards are heavier in the front, making it hard to lift the nose, while this Meepo Mini 3 Max's weight is distributed more toward the tail, making it easier to engage the kicktail. Sometimes we even get into accidental wheelies though. After dabbling with their own JK-ESC, Meepo went back to Lingyi ESC for this year's entry-level lineup. Lingyi ESC means the familiar 4 speed modes and 4 brake modes that can be set independently of each other, which means no smart power on but push to start, where the board automatically powers on once it starts rolling. This year's Meepo also comes with a new color remote, named the M6C remote, which is simple but fairly nice looking. Always worth mentioning, this Lingyi ESC has some new tricks up its sleeves too. It allows advanced customization of each speed mode, so if the Pro mode is too strong for you, you can always tone it down to your liking. Living under the same enclosure is the big 12S 3P 324 watt-hour battery pack. I'm going to repeat myself and remind you that 12S 3P for less than $500 was unheard of before this. For context, Meepo themselves were selling the Mini Extended Range at $599 previously, and that used a smaller 288 watt-hour battery. Surveying across major electric skateboard brands, you'll see that Meepo very intentionally priced this year's 3 Max models to have the biggest pack in this price range. This battery is marketed to go 20 miles or 32 kilometers on a single charge, and our 165-pound or 75-kilogram test rider managed to hit that riding fast. Despite being the smaller brother, the Mini 3 Max uses the same 800-watt dual-hub motors as its longboard counterpart. While motor wattage never tells the full story of a motor's power, most entry-level electric skateboards have motor wattages below 600 watts. The V3 Max was marketed to go up to 28 miles per hour or 45 kilometers per hour, which we had no problem reaching. And the torque was strong enough to convert some belt drive fans who, prior to this, may have exclusively bought belt-driven boards for more reliable torque. One inescapable shortcoming of hub drives is how much vibration is conducted up through the stiff motors though. The slightly meatier 94mm rear wheels didn't help much, unfortunately, so you'll have to be okay with that aspect of the ride. Again, it's 94mm at the back and 90mm in the front, and we did feel the tilt, but not to the extent of finding it unpleasant. Meepo briefly considered a 105mm setup, which did improve road vibration significantly, but at the expense of strong torque. So, if you live somewhere with rough roads and can afford to lose some torque, swapping to 105mm wheels is an option. Then, the trucks. Meepo went with standard 7-inch reverse kingpin trucks with double barrel bushings. There isn't much to be said about Meepo's shredder trucks. They're pretty good, fairly balanced between responsiveness and stability. They're not as precise as top-tier branded forged trucks, but they're easy to turn, fun to carve, and stable at top speed. You can't ask for more from a budget board. Our Meepo Mini 3 Max came out of the box a little looser than we liked, making it easier to turn but wobbly around 22 miles per hour or 35 kilometers per hour. Once we tightened them up a bit, it was all perfectly balanced, as all things should be. While the front trucks are pretty standard, the back trucks on the 3 Max series are new and improved. Usually, the back trucks are press-fit hub motors, which look like this. They actually rely on a bunch of screws to hold them to the pseudo truck. And now, the back trucks are full axle, which look like this. While we haven't heard of any problems with the previous back truck, the new full axle hub motors give us better peace of mind when it comes to mechanical stability. As you can see, at under $500, the Meepo 3 Max series dominates the spec sheets. Giant battery, stronger motors, and a more reliable back truck design. And these all add up to a pretty well-rounded riding experience. Speed control is perfectly smooth and intuitive. A tad punchier than Hobby Wing boards in the highest pro mode, but this time, nothing is stopping you from going into advanced settings to tune it down. The board is agile and quick to turn, and it's as powerful as a mid-range belt-driven board. Until the competition catches up, the Meepo Mini 3 Max and V3 Max will remain our go-to recommendation for electric skateboards under $500. And we predict it will take another big brand with enough muscle to dislodge Meepo from its position as the budget king. I don't see how a smaller brand can match the build quality and polish of this. In fact, with unmatched specs and a well-rounded ride feel, the Meepo Mini 3 Max is an easy recommendation for anyone looking for an electric shortboard, regardless of budget. While many things in the world may have gotten worse over time, at least budget electric skateboards are getting better. As always, if you are looking to buy a Meepo, or actually any e-skate, be sure to use our affiliated discount code with the link below. It will help you get a small monetary discount and helps us out too. You'll also be tagged as an Electric Skateboard HQ customer and probably be treated better. Ride safe, guys.